When you're dealing with humans, all of these things are going to be at play. So somebody using emotions, or whether it's genuine and sincere, or whether it's a tactic, who knows, right? We're not here to judge that, and we don't get paid for judging that, nor are we ever going to be able to get into this person's head to have the real answer. So another good policy to have in sales and in business, and also in life, is if it doesn't serve you, then just don't think about it. Right? If something doesn't serve you, even if it's true, just move on, because there's no sense in spending time on that thing. So we're not going to figure out if it's sincere or genuine or not. But regardless, somebody's being emotional with you or sharing emotional stories with you. Meanwhile, you have an obligation and a duty to sell your product and your service. You have a target here. You have a goal here. Again, I think that really goes back to conviction in your product and your service, conviction in yourself. It goes back to how sold you are on your solution and how you're helping this person. Because if you're sold on it, you can tell me all the sob stories. That's I hear you. I understand. I'm going to acknowledge that. And at the same time, it doesn't change the fact that this is the right product or service for you. It doesn't change the fact that you need to be making this decision sooner or later. So we might as well do it sooner, and you might as well do it with me, right? That should be your mindset. I say this all the time, and especially on this theme of negotiations is very important. The person with the most conviction always wins. And when I say always, of course, not always. There's no such thing as 100% when it comes to sales, when it comes to business. I talked about this before. Nobody has a 100% closing ratio, because 100% of the people on planet Earth are not closable for your product or your service. So when I say always, I just want you guys to understand, I'm taking that as a general rule. That's what I mean. Generally speaking, the person with the most conviction always wins. So you need to demonstrate and maintain. The key for you here is maintain, because I'm sure you go into it with conviction, you demonstrate conviction, but then what do you do when you get hit with a sob story or a sensitive story or something real is going on, right? I've been in deals where when I was doing a lot of B2C stuff, so direct to consumer, right? When I'm selling to individuals, whether over the phone, whether online, whether in office, whether they're coming to our offices, whether I've done door-to-door sales, I've literally done it all, right? So I've been face-to-face or on the phone or on calls like this with a lot of human beings. So you can imagine, over the years, I've heard all the stories. I've knocked a door and the lady opens in all black and says, "We're literally mourning our husband. My husband just passed away." I've been in homes where they're drawing up divorce papers. I've called on people that have just had something terrible happen. I've had appointments scheduled where they just got into a car accident on the way to the appointment. I've literally had it all happen. It's life. It's going to happen. What's the first rule? What's the number one thing? And this is why I know I've been saying this a lot, but this is why I always talk about this. 1% on problems, 99% on solutions. That's a general rule of thumb for me in all areas of life. So 1% on the problem. I'm going to acknowledge it. Damn, sucks. Someone just passed away. It sucks. This person got into an accident. It sucks. The sob story. It sucks. This guy got COVID, whatever it might be, right? Acknowledge the problem, understand it. So what does that put this person? What does that put us? Where does that put the deal? Okay, got it. Acknowledged, done. From here on, I move on to solutions. That's it on the problem. The problem is I've acknowledged it. I understand it. I know the depths of it. And that's that. I'm moving on to solutions. So what do I do from here? How can I make this person's day better? How can I be a force of positive for this person so that they actually want to do business with us regardless? How do I still make sense of this decision? How do I reschedule this if it really can't be done right now? How do I immediately go into solutions? And that's why that rule of thumb is so important. 1% on problems, 99% on solutions. And it ties in with the whole approach to sales, negotiations, to business, being solution oriented.